Hey, everybody. I just saw the Doug Ford response to the blockade at the Ambassador Bridge and the truckers and what they're doing. And all I've got to say to Mr. Ford is that you're done. You have really picked the wrong side of this fight. You're believing your little tiny bubble, which is all what the media is reporting, what the Trudeau government is saying about these people. And you are really foolish. You are coming down heavy handed on people. And the evidential truth that is so obvious to all Canadians is that you, who own a trucking shipping label company, are protecting your interests and your income rather than the affairs and rather than protect the people that you're supposed to be representing. And so that's the truth. And it's so obvious and so ridiculous for just trying to make sense out of what you're doing at the moment. It just doesn't. You have not been here. I live in Windsor. I live a block away from the protests, and I know that you have not been seen anywhere on the premises. Nobody has talked to you. You just assume that your reporters are telling you the truth, and that's a grave mistake because it's not true. You are ignoring one of the most incredibly peaceful protests this country has ever seen, and you're demonizing them and you're telling them, and it's because of your pocketbook. Let's be real. It has nothing to do with whether or not this is a good thing. See, they are exercising their constitutionally or by charter protected rights to assemble and to protest. But when it interferes with your income, well, you're all over it. You're going to just come down heavy on these people, and you're going to get the military and the police and RCMP and everybody else to come against these people when you haven't even bothered to listen to them. So just give us a break. I mean, you really need to get your head out of the sand, and that's the nice word for it, because you have no clue what's going on. I see this as self-evident, and you need to come. You need to come and talk to people and stop being judgmental before you get here, because that won't help you at all. But you've made yourself very clear, and the people of this province who are, for the first time, having a little bit of hope that there might be some resolution to this nonsense you've been pushing, and it is nonsense. Scientifically, your case is fallen apart for what your approach is. As a matter of fact, if there were Nuremberg trials in this country, you would be on trial for causing the death of so many people, for causing the addiction problems of so many people, for causing real harm, for destroying people's lives and businesses and everything else. And it's your income that's of concern to you. It's not the fact that they have had their entire life's work destroyed, so there's no way back. You don't care about that. 2 years and you don't care about it at all. And that is self-evident to every Canadian watching. And so for the first time, when people had hope, you decide to jump into the fray and to make yourself clear that you intend to use jackbooted thugs to come after people because you have the power. Well, Mr. Ford, you don't. And you're going to find out. And this is a really bad situation for you. You've created it, and now you have to live with the consequences of it. Why don't you just switch sides? Why don't you get on the side of the people? You'll find that they're very forgiving and very loving. If you've made honest mistakes, they're willing to accept that, but not continued tyranny. And when you do this, tyranny always goes in one direction. And when the end result comes, people will either be free or they'll be enslaved. And there is no options anymore. We are looking for our freedom, not enslavement. And we won't settle for slavery. God bless.